in the home strip, and Sofia in the blue. A real opportunity, a few nerves for Sofia. You can see they're just going through his final rituals. We saw him in the group stage. He's very animated. It's going to be great to watch him. ETTORITO will hope that he's not celebrating too much in 10 or 12 minutes time. Extra time and penalties if the two can't be separated, but we are ready for action. Semi-final one in Berlin. Arsenal against Arsenal. Italy against Japan. And it's Sofia with Maitland-Niles who gets us underway. He's playing in the home strip, and ETTORITO is immediately in with the challenge.
I like what you said at 10 or 12 minutes, not 11.
Could be 15. Soon, anyway. We'll know who's in the first final as Bellerin wins it well. And ETTORITO, who scored 7 goals in the quarterfinals. Sofia scored 5. As you said, it would probably be 0-0, but here is Henrik Mkhitaryan. Great chance. He's gone to Lacazette.
Gone the wrong way, surely.
Absolutely. Here's Mkhitaryan again, fires wide, but surely had he passed to his right-hand side, look at that. It was open. It would have been a tap-in.
Yeah, he's just chosen the wrong option, and we've seen it so many times today. That final decision-making has caused problems for all sorts of players in whatever form you're in. You've still got to be 100% at your game as the chances come, otherwise they will disappear in front of you like a magic trick, and that's exactly what happened there.
Certainly. Alex Iwobi now. Iwobi for 1-0! Takes it! There's the fist bump. 1-0 to Sofia, and the perfect start. Well, the Japanese start.
Absolutely. We mentioned how he turned the game, which looked to be getting away from him in the quarterfinals after leading by 2-0. It came back to 2-2, but he showed that mental stability to then go and win it. Well, he missed that massive chance there. Did it bother him? Absolutely not. He went straight away again, and what a finish.
It would have been Iwobi who would have been played in as well. Look at this, a lovely turn coming up in a moment. Just there, that was the trick from Iwobi, and a fantastic finish from the Nigerian forward. And ETTORITO, you can see, shouting at himself. Everything has gone his way today in the co-ops and in the 1v1, but now he is behind. Now this will be a test of his resolve.
It certainly will, because as we mentioned right at the start of today, people have questioned when he's gone behind early in matches, has he got a plan B? And he's shown it possibly once in the last 2 years when he's able to turn it around, and so it's been a bit of a rare thing. And he's going to have to do it again here, but he has the chance straight away, and it's exactly what he's done. Just completely taken the game, and again, the doubters were there, and he's completely silenced them.
Brilliant. Oh, Sofia can't believe it. Scores the goal, and straight from kickoff, like a knife through butter. That was a brilliant goal. An easy finish in the end, beyond Petr Cech. It was all about the build-up, and it was Henrik Mkhitaryan who makes it 1-1. We said there'd be goals, 2 already inside 10 minutes.
Absolutely, and what is crucial as well is not only did we see the equalising goal, the plan B necessarily from ETTORITO, but that might be a killer blow for Sofia, because if he had held out for 10 to 15 minutes, the doubt might have started to creep in again from ETTORITO's point of view. You know, does he have the resolve to turn a game around? Well, we've certainly seen it there. So a great goal and an important goal from ETTORITO's point of view.
Yeah, you feel magic when you score straight from kickoff, but how about this? It's another lovely move, and Aubameyang was almost through. Kolasinac, who's a favourite of the PES players today, precisely because of that power. I think that upper body strength that he was able to show there. Now, Gilmour onto Hector Bellerin, playing some lovely stuff. Sofia, oh, I thought the 1-2 was on there, and he would have been in once more. ETTORITO is going to have his work cut out today, because the man from Japan, going forward at least, is showing some very, very, very silky touches. And here he comes again with Lacazette. Lovely through ball. This might be 2-1.
I think he'd already pulled the trigger before the ball was under control. But what is so interesting to watch in a semi-final, when so much is at stake, defensively both teams are all over the place.
I think Sofia only knows one way to play, and that is to go on the attack. Same with ETTORITO. Scored 12 goals between them in the quarterfinals, both conceded as well. And this has started, well, it's been so entertaining. What a touch that is. Aubameyang helps it onto Iwobi. That front three's on fire!
Absolutely world class.
What a goal from Sofia again. He's back in front. No more than he deserves. You called it. That is top Pez.
Wow, wow, wow. We are potentially seeing a star being born. The way Sofia has cut through ETTORITO twice in this opening 20 minutes is nothing short of breathtaking. The pass, the vision, the touch, the first time finish was absolutely incredible, leaving Petr no chance. And once again, the man from Japan, as you so rightly said, has taken the lead for the second time.
I think this is the best attacking display we've seen. And you know what? We saw Sofia in the group stage. I think we both said then that's the best attacking play we've seen today. And that's saying something given that ETTORITO has been on fire in terms of the goals. But it's so slick from Sofia. It really is. 22 minutes have absolutely flown by. Now, this time he hasn't conceded straight from kickoff. And in fact, I think he might have a throw there. He has. It's
just so direct from Sofia. Every time he gets the ball, he goes straight through the heart of that midfield, looking for the run from the likes of Aubameyang and Lacazette, and it's causing ETTORITO all sorts of problems, and something he's going to have to nullify if he's to get out of this semi-final unscathed, because once again he's won the ball. That press is working so well, and he's in again here. The run through the middle, if he can find him, he plays out to the right hand side. He just camped inside ETTORITO's half, and finally he scrambles it away.
That could have gone anywhere. That could have easily fallen to a blue shirt in the penalty area. What a turn that was. And here is Aubameyang. He's almost toying with ETTORITO. Magical football off the post. That would have been one of the great Pez goals had it gone in.
We are seeing something truly special. This is a breathtaking performance, and thankfully for ETTORITO's point of view, he's still in the game, and he's got a chance to equalise here on the counter-attack, because Sofia's chance came back off the foot of the post, and that could be so crucial. And much like the ill-fabled Paul Gascoigne moment of all those years ago in Euro 96, a stud away from turning that home. And of course it remains Arsenal 2, Arsenal 1 in the favour of Sofia.
Absolutely. A stud away from making it 2-2. He wouldn't have deserved it, but ETTORITO is still in this game, despite the fact he's only really had 2 attacks. He scored from 1. Now he's got a third with Henrik Mkhitaryan. How is Sofia defensively? Because that's a big part of it, particularly if he comes up against Tiamet or Alex Aguathiel in the final, because if they get the lead, they're very hard to break down. It's going to be contrasting stars, I think, whoever goes through from whichever semi-final. This one will be open, the other one will be a lot cagier, I think. Mustafi, less than 10 minutes to go of the first half. Semi-final 1, live from Berlin. The Pez World Tour, the European stage. And this is another brilliant move forward. Well, that might, it's a chance, it's a great save from Petr. And still that third goal will not come for Sofia.
Pinball around the 6-yard box. He is so ruthless at getting to the ball first in the penalty area. Every time it ricochets around, he is there. And this time Petr was equal to it with a really, really smart stop down to his left-hand side. But you are right, ETTORITO needs to brave this wave from Sofia and get to half-time.
Here comes Mesut Ozil. Just to have a breather, ETTORITO. It's been a whirlwind from Sofia. But it's still 2-1, and they might have a chance to equalise on half-time. Mustafi. That front three for Arsenal are constantly up front. And they win the ball in this type of position, and then they can break. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is looking for that through ball again. It will be a throw-in as we approach half-time here. 3 goals, plenty of chances aside from that. This will be the last action. Hector Bellerin looks up, always seems to have options. Maitland-Niles, that's good defending, and that's half-time. 2-1 to Sofia's Arsenal.
Yeah, it feels like a bit of a boxing match, that to me. A flurry of punches from Sofia, and 1 knockdown, and then of course ETTORITO saved by that bell right at the death, and of course getting into half-time relatively unscathed with just a 1-goal deficit, and he's going to have to change something, you feel, in this second half.
I thought he might just give himself a moment at half-time, but he kicked off immediately, and immediately he's doing more defending, so he just wants to stay in the zone. Here's Aubameyang, Welbeck, no way through, but then the back heel was clever. It's cut out, and Gilmour can feed Alexander Lacazette. Well played by Lacazette. Look at the red shirts flooding forward here. They're going to have an overlap if they're not careful. I thought ETTORITO was in big bother there. Instead, it's Danny Welbeck at the other end. Really good game. It's absolutely whizzed by. 51 minutes gone.
Yeah, like you mentioned, I've barely breathed in the opening 50 minutes or so. It's been chance aplenty, and ETTORITO's got another chance to make it 2-2. Numbers across the face. What a save from Petacek, and that was such a huge moment for ETTORITO to equalise, and it's passed him by, Chris.
It has. I thought he went for the near post. If he'd let that ball run across him and maybe fired it into the other corner, it would have been 2-2. You saw Sofia there just patting his heart. It's one of those Pez moments. Here is the corner kick, taken short. It's a decent looking ball into the penalty area. ETTORITO is not going anywhere. Maitland-Niles. Oh, lovely run from Maitland-Niles. Clips it up again. Mesut Ozil now. Rides one challenge. Maitland-Niles. The pressure really on here, Sofia. And he's dealt with it pretty well. Round of applause as that one goes out.
Yeah, solid defending from Sofia, and interestingly, Lightning didn't strike twice, because in the first half, Sofia had a massive chance, missed it, then went on to score. ETTORITO this time round had that massive chance, missed it, but wasn't able to score from the resultant attack, and it remains here with the man from Japan winning by 2-1.
And change there by Sofia, despite having the lead. Henrik Mkhitaryan, there seems to be so much space whenever he gets it. Bellerin won't keep it in play, but he won't mind. It's still a Arsenal ball in terms of the home Arsenal team. Mustafi forward to Henrik Mkhitaryan. Oh, it's lovely football. Bellerin again. Is this the moment? Great challenge from Bellerin, the other Bellerin. And here is Mesut Ozil. And ETTORITO, who's one of the best forward players in PES, his attack somehow seems slow because Sofia's are so impressive at the other end.
I'm sure everyone watching at home would love to know his secret. There always seems to be a player over. He's got an extra player always in attack, especially out wide on the right-hand side, as you can see there again. But when he turns left, there's another player there. It just pops up. Has he got a 12th man on the field? Inquest will begin, I'm sure. But of course, you can't question his ability.
I totally agree. It's not one of those games you just don't know how to stop the opposition. Here's Bellerin, but it's still only 2-1. Might not be for long. Another good defending.
Yeah, that is the most important thing, as you mentioned, that somehow he's been stunned a few times with a few jabs, but he is still back on his feet, ETTORITO, and alive and kicking in this semi-final. And he knows that one chance, that's all it takes, and he could be sending this to extra time.
Quality is so high. Here is Aubameyang. Really good defending by Laurent Koscielny, and this is the danger now. When he does break, Sofia always seems to be a red shirt in space. Lovely touch. And really good defending. Now, here comes ETTORITO with Welbeck. Henrik Mkhitaryan onto Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Ozil looks for that through ball. Petacek is there. Inside the last 20 minutes, Sofia on course for a final place. He lost in the last 4 in the Asia round. He's looking to make amends here in Europe, and so far he's doing it, but there's a lot of work still to do. Here's Henrik Mkhitaryan. Now Bellerin. Good defending from Gilmour.
We've had 4 shots, or 4 real chances, should I say, apiece. 2 taken by Sofia and just the 1 taken by ETTORITO, and that is simply the difference so far. Of course, Sofia bossing the majority of possession, but in terms of clear-cut chances, it's pretty much been 2 apiece.
We're showing you both semi-finals live, so the second one is coming up after this between Alex Aguithil and Theo Mitt. Spain versus France there, Italy versus Japan here, and the tactical changes have been made. Interesting to see if they will make an impact. Can Sofia see this through? He deserves to be in the final from the way this semi-final has gone, but you don't always get what you deserve in the world of PES, as Bellerin wins a corner, and he's certainly going to be under pressure here.
Yeah, it's a really difficult last 15 minutes now for Sofia, because he knows the chance might have gone to get that second goal cushion, and now it's a case of all hands on deck as the wave of ETTORITO pressure will begin. As you saw again there, just kicked straight out of play and invited pressure back on himself as ETTORITO comes for the equalising goal, and he's in again down the left-hand side. He's played it early, gets it back, he's got support in the middle, and Sofia's made a mistake here, and it's towards the back post, and Lacazette just couldn't quite get any purchase on the cross.
It's about the first error that he's made, Sofia, and he was almost made to pay. It is a corner, which Jack Wilshere is going to take. second of the game for the blue Arsenal team, controlled by ETTORITO. Comes back to Wilshere. That's a lovely ball to Granit Xhaka. Brilliant link-up play, and the deflection, I think, saves a certain goal. How about that from the corner?
Absolutely majestic football from ETTORITO, something we haven't quite seen so far in this semi-final. And what a block that may prove to be from Sofia. I'm not sure he knew much about it, but it was indeed effective nevertheless. And with 10 minutes remaining, as we said, it's going to be a case of a siege from the Italian.
Punched away all the way to Danny Welbeck. That was brilliant goalkeeping from Petr Cech. And now they are just keeping the ball. We're inside the last 10 minutes. Drop of the shoulder from Maitland-Niles. Just encourages Kolasinac to come forward. Playing it a little bit within themselves, but this is the typical slick football that we've become used to from Sofia today in Berlin. Given away, and Kolasinac is out of position. The back heel to Jack Wilshere, that's a good ball. Now Maitland-Niles. Time is running out for ETTORITO. Can he find another equaliser to take this game to extra time? ETTORITO dancing on the edge of the penalty area. Wilshere. Oh, great challenge from Hector Bellerin. Top stuff from Sofia. And they are almost there. He is almost there. The Japanese player come to Europe looking to conquer not his continent. And he's upsetting ETTORITO here. That's a lovely one too. And Kitia plays it through, looking for Danny Welbeck. Couldn't keep it in play.
Seconds remaining here in this first of the two semi-finals. And are we destined for some last gasp drama? Or is Sofia going to manage to get his way through to the final? Of course, now we're going to see a few formational changes from ETTORITO as he throws the men forward in search of this elusive equaliser. And of course, the vultures are circling from the press as they look to ask ETTORITO again. Another stage where you feel he perhaps should be winning, but of course on the day Sofia's been absolutely breathtaking, so I don't really feel you can have any question marks about ETTORITO's performance. He's not been bad, he's just so far losing to a better player.
Yeah, he's gone for the traditional 3-7 formation for added on time. Standard, but he needs to get it forward promptly because he's only got 2 minutes. It's with Petr Cech, ETTORITO on the edge of going out here. But he has won the flick on, and maybe throwing all those bodies forward will help. Sofia, is this the moment for him? It is! For the first time, he is a finalist at this stage. No wonder he celebrates. A round of applause here in Berlin. He's done it. And ETTORITO's wonderful day, which has seen him be crowned co-op champion, comes to a close. Sofia will see him in the final.
A wonderful, wonderful performance from Sofia from Japan. And of course, at the end of the day in this semi-final, ETTORITO has been out-ETTORITO'd, outscored, outthought, and of course a deserved victor, and through to a final against either Alex Aguilar from Spain or Tiamat from France. Of course, Sofia, if he does meet Tiamat, has already met him earlier in the calendar year.
Yeah, it's a bit like a verb there, to ETTORITE.
Yeah,
which
we've just invented.
I like it.
Yeah.
Score one more goal than the opposition, basically.